Hi everybody, this is another Fran Rookie video, and on this video I'm going to show how you can hook up a GoPro painlessly on an FPV video transmitter. Okay, so first of all, let me show what I got here over the table. I got a small 200 milliwatts flat stick 5.8 gigahertz video transmitter. Okay, I got over here the two wires that comes with the video transmitter. I got the wire that you use to power the video transmitter from 3-cell LiPo, and the other wires that I got over here, these wires that will receive the video signal from the camera. Okay, so as you can see over here, I got 5 wires. I got one that's black, this ground. This is the positive. This is the one that you will use. If you were using a video camera, like a small CCTV video camera, you will need the video transmitter to power the camera. So you will have to connect these ones to the power input of the camera. And then over here, I got the video signal. That is the yellow wire over here. And then I got audio left and right. Okay, so that's the green and white. Okay, now the way this thing will work is that most people, what will do is that they will use this wire and they will plug it on the 5-pin input over here, and then the thing that I say they will do this unnecessary is they will destroy this wire. And this is the wire that comes with the GoPro, that it got RCA outputs on one side, and on the other side it got a 2.5 millimeter to 4-pole video input. This thing looks like a earphone jack, but it's thinner. The earphone jack is 3.5 millimeter. So what they do is they cut this wire over here, and then they use like a voltmeter, and they put in continuity, and they try to figure it out, you know, which wire connect with what over here. But that's not what I'm gonna do over here. There's an easier way to get this thing done without destroying this connector. Okay, destroying this connector is completely unnecessary. Okay, so what you do is you can go to different places online, for example like Hobby Wireless and some other places that they do sell FPV equipment, or also eBay. You can go and you can buy this wire here. Okay, so this wire is the wire that will allow you to connect the GoPro to the FPV video receiver. So in one end you got the 4-pole angle 3.5 2.5 millimeter 4-pole connector, and in the other side you got a Futaba J connector that has a small wire on one side, and the extreme right side that is for the ground, and the green one is all the way to the left next to the tablet side of the connector, and that one is video. Okay, so this thing, the only thing it's gonna do is gonna make the GoPro transmit only video to the video receiver. And why only video and no audio? Because in this case the flat stick 200 milliwatt 5.8 gigahertz video receiver and the 500, both of them, they got a built-in microphone. So if you want to listen to the engine noise, the motor noise of your aircraft, you don't really need external microphone. But also they sell like an optional wire like this that also will connect to the microphone inputs of your video transmitter, and that will allow you to get the sound directly from the microphone of the GoPro. But I see, since this thing got its own microphone, there's no need for that. That would be a waste of time. So to make things simple, this wire is only for video. So for you to figure out how this wire goes here, all you have to do is, since I says, you know, green over here is video and black is ground, what you have to do is just match it with the connector over here. So as you can see, the black one is the one that goes to the outer pin of the 5-pin connector, and the video one is the one in the middle. Okay, so what you do is you grab this wire and you just connect it over here. And the thing is, if you try to connect it the wrong way with the tablet side, you know, with the video wire that's on the tablet side, you know, you try to put it, it won't let you connect it the wrong way, because the tab over here of the Futaba J connector is not going to let you do it. So you have to put it in this way. The tab had to be towards the inner pins, okay, and the tablet side of the connector. So you just plug it like this, and you just look inside and make sure that you got 2 pins outside, 2 pins of the 5 pins. There's 2 pins that they are exposed, and the other 3 they're gonna be covered. The nice thing is, because this thing only got 2 wires, the power wire in the middle is not gonna be able to send any power to the camera, since the GoPro got its own battery. Okay, so just to let me unplug it again. This thing, you plug it on the 5 tab, on the 5-pin signal connection, and you just plug it in this way with the tab pointed to the inner side of the 5-pin connector. Okay, so now I managed to hook this wire directly to the video transmitter. Now this is the other wire that comes with it, and this is the one that you use to power, to send the 3-cell LiPo power into the video transmitter. And the nice thing is, on one side is JST, and on the other side is a proprietary locking connector. So once you push it all the way in, it will lock and it won't come off. Okay, so as you can see, the negative is like inwards and the positive is on the edge. So that's how it works, and that's the way you will connect these wires to the 200 milliwatt 5.8 gigahertz, or to the 500 milliwatt 500 milliwatt 5.8 gigahertz video transmitters. Now, I never tried any other frequency other than 5.8 gigahertz. So probably if you're dealing with like 2.4 or 1.2, I think, gigahertz, 900, those type of transmitters, they might be made in the same way that this one is made, and it might use the same connector. So this thing that I did over here is only on the 5.8 gigahertz. So you have to double check on the manufacturer of your other transmitters or other frequencies that they are different from what I got over here, and make sure that the wires, they are in this same order, like the ones that I got over here. Like I got the black, the red, the yellow, and the white, and the green. Okay, so that way you will be sure that this wire is going to be 100% compatible in the way it's designed to work on your receiver. Okay, so now we cover what wire they need. Now the other thing that we need to know is how we're going to power the video transmitter. So you got 2 choices. On the wiring harness on your aircraft, you got the choice. If you want to keep your aircraft light, you can either power it directly from the same 3-cell LiPo that also powers your aircraft. Okay, now just make sure that your aircraft, if you decide to power it from your aircraft, make sure that your aircraft use a 3-cell LiPo. Make sure that, because sometimes people, they got aircraft that they use sometimes 2 kinds of batteries. You don't want more power or carry more payload, then they decide to use a 4-cell. If they want just to fly, you know, light, then they just use 3-cell. So the thing with this is, this video transmitter and the 500 milliwatt, both then can only handle all the way up to 3-cell LiPo. So if you go beyond that, you're gonna burn it. So like I said, you can power it from your video transmitter, or from the battery of your aircraft, the video transmitter, or you can use a separate battery. Now the thing with the separate battery is that you have to make sure that you are not going beyond the weight limits that the aircraft is designed to carry. So I got this small 800 milliamp 3 cell battery, lipo battery, that it's designed for like a really small helicopters, and already comes with a JST connector. So this is perfectly compatible to power this type of transmitter, or the larger one, the 500 milliwatts. Okay, so it's an advantage because with this it's going to be like foolproof. It's not going to be no issues whatsoever of the possibility of getting any kind of interference from the motors. But still, that's not really a problem if you connect this thing directly to the battery that powers your motors, because then again, this particular type of video transmitters like this one, this the 200 milliwatt or the 500 milliwatt, they got filters, so they're designed to filter the motor noise, so it shouldn't be a problem. Okay, so if you decide to power it externally, like I said, just be mindful about the weight limits of your aircraft. Now, if you got an aircraft that all the time flies on, you know, 4 cell or anything larger than 4 cell, or 4 cell larger, obviously it's going to be a big aircraft, because if they need that much power, it's going to be big. So that means that that type of aircraft is not even going to fill this battery inside. Okay, so now let me show how everything is hooked up to my White 6 copter. But before I go to that, because there's one thing very important that I'm going to show from the White 6, and it's the GoPro case. Now, most of the GoPros, they come with this basic seal waterproof case, and as you can see, there's no access on the side for you to plug this 2.5 millimeter 4-pole wire. Okay, so I saw some people on YouTube that they make, you know, like a nasty hole on the side, and there's no need to destroy this case. There's other ways to get this thing done without, you know, damaging, you know, cases. The people from GoPro, they sell a case that's just like this one, that got openings on the side and on the back. They call that case the skeleton case. Okay, and the nice thing about that case is because of the openings, you get better audio, and you got access to the mini USB, the HDMI and HD video outputs, and the TV output, and also you got access to the memory cards. So you can get total access of everything, and you're gonna get better audio. And the best part is, because you got the openings on the sides and the openings on the back door, it makes the case lighter, and that's really critical when it comes to flying. The less weight you get on the aircraft, the more the longer your aircraft stays in the air, especially you're using a vertical takeoff aircraft like like a quadcopter or a White 6 copter. Okay, especially you're using one that's not that big. So let's show what I got here. This is my Phaetech White 6 copter, and it's a 450 size. It got 6 motors that they are 950 kVs. Okay, and what I used to do FPV over here is that to get a decent flying time, I got a 5,000 3-cell LiPo, because this aircraft can only fly with 3 cells. It cannot fly with 2 cells. It cannot fly with 4 cells. Any 3 cells. And I got my GoPro over here. This is one of my 2 GoPros. This is the 960. And I got in the back my 500 milliwatts, 5.8 gigahertz video transmitter. And as you can see, I got the wires, the same type of wires that I hooked to the 200 milliwatt. They are hooked up over here. The only difference is I plug the JST connector directly instead of using this long adapter over here. And I got here, just like I did with the older video transmitter, I hooked up the GoPro wire that is designed to hook the transmitter to the GoPro. And so as you can see, I got this opening, and I got the GoPro mounted nicely on his video output over here, the cable, and in the other side you can see with the skeleton case that I got the access to the memory card. So that makes it really convenient, for this type of this type of use for the GoPro. Okay, now this particular aircraft right now is close to the maximum weight that it can handle in flight. So when I was using the 200 milliwatt video transmitter over here, this aircraft used to weigh 1,385 grams. Now the maximum weight that you can carry with this particular aircraft is 1,430 grams. Right now, because I put the bigger video transmitter, this is the one that I got over here, now the aircraft weighs 1,408 grams. So it went over the 1,400 gram, 1,400 gram mark, but still within barely still within the weight limit that you can carry. So just be careful of what equipment you put on the aircraft. Right now I cannot put anything else. I cannot even think about putting on OSD, because I believe if I put OSD, it's going to go beyond the weight limit, and then it's not going to be safe to fly. Okay, so that's the way I got hooked up everything over here. This is the simplest way to hook the GoPro to your aircraft. Okay, especially you got a multi-rotor aircraft like what I got over here. Okay, so if I was thinking about using external battery, guarantee I will go over the weight limit, and then it's not going to be safe to fly. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the GoPro. Let me just put this thing away. I'm going to turn on the GoPro. I'm going to power the aircraft, since the aircraft is powering the video transmitter. And then I got over here a video receiver. This is the RCA05. That is a 5.8 gigahertz. And this from Foxtech. And the nice thing is this one is digital, so you don't have to play with the little dip switch to change frequencies. Okay, so let me just turn it on. And now this thing is hooked up to my TV. So what I have to do is I have to set up my TV on the right input. And let me go, got it on game. Okay, and now I'm gonna turn on this GoPro over here. And for make things safe, I have to turn my radio on. Okay, because I'm just not gonna power the aircraft without having the radio on and lock the throttle. Okay, so I got the throttle lock in this thing over here, and everything is down. Now let me just get this other stuff out of the way, and now I'm gonna power the aircraft. Now another reason that I put the antenna looking down instead of looking up is because if it's looking up, I don't want to risk the antenna to, for some reason, just to unscrew and hit the real prop, because this a guaranteed crash. So I want to avoid that. But I might install down the road like a clover lift, and that's gonna make things better. Okay, you can see now the GoPro is power, and now I got video signal in this thing over here, and that's really nice. And you can see the video transmitter right now. I'm getting like a little bit interference, but I know when I'm outside, I'm normally using antenna that's better than the one that I got on the video transmitter. I don't even use this video transmitter. I use video goggles. I got Foxtech video goggles, and those video goggles, they do have inboard video receiver, so everything is contained in one unit. It's the Foxtech AIO video goggles, and I don't use this because this is the problem with this. You see my hand? You see it's a delay, and when I do this with my video goggles on, the signal instantly into the video receiver. There's no delay. But for some reason, when I use, like a video transmitter, I get the a video receiver with, let's say some people, they use a video receiver with a small TV, or if they don't use a small TV, they use, like a video goggles that doesn't have the built-in video receiver, they, like I used to before, then they get the delay. Still, I'm gonna use two of those video receivers because I'm planning to do like a long range FPV, and I'm gonna have two video receivers connected to a diversity receiver, and that unit is gonna be connected. The two receivers, one is gonna be connected with an omnidirectional, and the other one with a directional antenna. So in that way, if one antenna doesn't get the signal the right way, then it will switch automatically to the other and to the other receiver. So that's what I'm gonna do for long range. But in the meantime, all I'm gonna use is my video goggle, which is built-in receiver. Okay, so one way for you to test the delay, and you're gonna get like the mirror effect right now, because now you see it's like when you're on a barber shop and they got mirrors on both sides, and you see, like it goes to infinity. Look at this. You see my arm? You can even see the delay right there. Okay, so that's something you have to keep in mind when you fly FPV with a receiver. Now, when you got the goggles, there's not gonna be no problem. I done this thing with the goggles, and everything is instantly. So that's the nice thing about that. When you use the goggles for this. Okay, so that's just to give you an idea of how you can hook up the video, the GoPro to your video transmitter. Okay, so if you guys got any questions, please don't forget to leave it on the comment section below, and please don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.